other thing that I wanted to get to really quick, but before we bring our guest on, I got a couple questions this morning about a clinical hold and what a clinical hold means. So when you guys hear the term clinical hold, it's going to be related to a pharmaceutical company, and it is not good. There was a headline on a stock that came out this morning, BLCM. We'll use this as our example while we explain what a clinical hold is. And basically, one of their trials got placed on clinical hold by the FDA. You take a look at the stock here. You see the stock is down 6% on the heels of this. That's actually not even a horrible move. Sometimes when you get these stocks and they get a clinical hold, I mean, the stock can be down 20, 30, 40%. So basically what a clinical hold is the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, is stepping in and saying, hey, we're hijacking part of this trial that you guys have going on. If there's an ongoing drug trial, the company can no longer enroll new patients, right? So if they're enrolling patients for a drug trial, they can no longer do that. Unless there would be an adverse health event for the patient, the company has to actually take the patient off of the drug, right? So basically halting it if it's ongoing. If the trial hasn't started yet, the FDA can put a clinical hold on a trial before it starts. They're not allowed to enroll any patients for the trial. This is typically not a permanent thing. It typically requires there to be, some sort of additional investigation or steps or precautions taken by the company in order to lift this clinical hold. And let me show you guys an example that came out of the one today. So again, we're looking at ticker BLCM. I'm going to load up the press release here so you guys can see that. Let me hide myself so you guys can see what this looks like, right? So you see Bellicum had a clinical hold placed on their phase 1-2 clinical trial. And what's really important is less of the fact that the clinical hold was placed. Whenever there's a clinical hold, the stock will go down. But you really need to read the press release and pick up why the clinical hold was placed. So in the example today, I'm going to read this out of the press release. The FDA is taking this action due to the death of a pancreatic cancer patient in the trial reported to the agency by the company. The clinical investigator in the company classified the patient death as unrelated to BPX-601 and Rumicid. That's the drug name. So the reason the stock is only down 6% on this news is because the company is already coming out and saying, hey, the patient death that happened is not due to our drug. So that's a positive for the stock. Sad the stock is still down because their plans, whatever timelines they had for getting this drug through trials, are disrupted.